So just to recap a little bit, I do want to go back and kind of show some of the little tools that I did use. One thing is using the manipulators, which helped me to kind of maneuver, kind of change up how I wanted the dimensions to look, just to activate all of these, and then having that dimension leader on to change all that. Another one for you 3DCS users, if you know defining or trying to pick a feature when you're trying to, or pick a point, and you have this feature that's sitting over on top of it, there's this selection window that comes from this mouse here, this mouse pointer. And this first selection here is to select trap above geometry. So if you ever get into this point where you want to pick these points, I'm going to show you really quick. I can't go ahead and selection trap. Once you go ahead and pick this turned on, you can go ahead and take that selection trap and pick all these points that you want on your surface or in your feature, in the feature point. And then that way, instead of trying to finagle the CAD, hide, show it, whatever else you can try to figure out, this button is very helpful to pick above that geometry. So I'm going to go back and review some of the things that I wrote down. I do have more tips than this. Just when you start writing them down, you forget them. But if you ever went into creating your GD&T and you realize you're in either ASME or an ISO, you'd rather be in the other, you can go right into your annotation set and right click on it, and if probably select that something else here and go to the properties, it'll allow you to change that. I'm going to go back to my other window. And if you go to properties, you can go to your standards tab, and then you can change this on the fly to ISO or ASME, whichever you need to. You can hit OK, and everything in my GD&T will be updated to an ISO standard.
So it converts it to the other standard.
Yes. But you will notice that some things don't automatically convert. As you can see, this position is still a composite, but it does change it so that you can keep all your tolerances in ISO. So you don't have to go back. Otherwise, you can go back into the options, and then you can set it in your functional tolerance options in the same tolerancing tab here, and it always create in that ISO or ASME.